Welcome back to the Coming Out Cosmic podcast. My name is Christine Nowinski, ET contactee and channel awakening coach and founder of Coming Out Cosmic. Today's podcast episode is going to be fun because I brought back my friend Rosanna.
Hi, everyone.
And Rosanna is here to have somebody be channeled for her. I don't know if it's going to be her higher self or some ETs, but we're going to see what happens.
I am really excited about this.
Yeah, and it's funny because right before we jumped on here, I had like this really big yawn, and then you had a really big yawn too. And I wanted to clarify that for some reason is part of the way that I channel. So the way that it was explained to me is that it's literally me like releasing either like density or like energetic cords. When I channel, we can figure out exactly what it is, but yeah, that's how we started off this podcast, with a big yawn and nobody else heard it, but we're recovering from that right now. On today's podcast episode, of course, we're going to go into some channeling for Rosanna and see what her ET guides or her higher self might want to tell her at this time. But before we get into that, I wanted to tell you some crazy channeling shit that happened to me when I started channeling the other day. I told you how I started spontaneously channeling, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Yeah, it was super weird. For anybody who hasn't seen that or heard that, it's one of my most recent podcast episodes. Right before we jumped on this podcast, I was telling you how I had met my dragon during a channeling.
Yeah, and you didn't tell me about it when it happened.
Yes. Okay, so I don't know. This podcast is for those who believe in the strange and esoteric. So you're in the right place if you do believe in dragons, fairies, etc. I believe that every human has a dragon. We can actually channel about it and see what the ETs have to say about this. But it is my belief, and I think that dragons are presented to you when you're ready to meet your dragon in a certain phase in your life. What do you think about that?
Well, then I haven't met mine yet because I see dragons a lot. Or maybe I have met it and I didn't know.
Right, like they're sending you signs and synchronicities through seeing dragons.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I think that it's a little bit more of a big moment. It's something that you would remember, because what happened to me, I was channeling by myself and I had this collective come to me and their name was Harshana. Okay. Or it was like Harashana, but it was along those lines. That's what they told me their name was. And I was like, okay, what are you doing here? Like, who are you? And I'll get into the channeling process of like how I begin channeling too, because I don't want for people to just like start channeling and just, talking to random entities and stuff. There's definitely a protocol that I took before Harshana came to me. Immediately, I saw a green dragon in my mind's eye. So I'm like actively channeling all of this. I see a green dragon and I was like, like really taken aback because it was really cool looking, and it presented its name as Chloe.
Okay, that's not a dragon name, but
Your dragons can be anything. What do you mean it's not a dragon name?
I picture a calico cat.
Oh, with the name Chloe. Yeah, Chloe is a little bit more of a, I guess it's not so much of like a strong dragon name, but let me tell you why it's weird that its name is Chloe. And why it's weird that the entity or the collective was called Harshana. Okay. So upon further investigation, after my channeling, because, as a channel, and I believe that we can all channel, it just is something you have to develop. As a channel, just because information's coming through me, it doesn't mean that I myself actually believe it.
Okay.
So, or that I really truly know the significance of it. Like I have to like look up like, what is that? What just came out of my mouth? Harshana literally means giver of joy / happiness / delight. And when Harshana presented the dragon to me, they literally told me, we are delighted to present this to you.
That's kind of cool.
That's what it means, Harshana. I thought you'd be more like mind blown, but that's okay. Maybe
but
the
not
audience
like
is.
I mean, with everything that we've gone through.
Yeah, it's no big deal. You're like, oh yeah, of course, it's just the universe.
I just want to see, did your dragon talk to you?
Okay, so no, the dragon did not talk to me. So I don't know. Did I get? I got its name telepathically, and its name is Chloe.
Isn't that your parents' dog's name?
It is my parents' dog name. Come on, why'd you have to say that? Now I'm gonna think of her every time that I try to call on my dragon. That's okay. But Chloe means young green shoot.
Oh.
Green. I don't know what a shoot is, but that's what it says online. Young green shoot. And so I thought that was pretty significant.
Wow. I don't know. I'm feeling mine's purple because I was telling you before this, I want to get a purple dragon necklace.
Oh my God. Yeah. If you feel called to do something for no reason in particular, then yeah, that's your guides guiding you along the way. Now, my dragon story doesn't end there because the dragon, I don't know if I was talking to Harshana or, well, they were both there together channeling. It was Harshana that was actually channeling through me, but I don't know. I don't remember if I got the information from the dragon or from them. But anyway, the information came through when I asked the question, what do dragons do when they're not hanging around or assigned to a human? Because going back to what we were talking about and how humans have dragons, I believe they're assigned to humans.
So if you're asking if there's a dragon that doesn't have a human, are there more dragons than humans, or are there humans that don't have dragons?
I think that all cases are possible. I believe that all humans have a dragon. I do actually believe this. Well, of course, now let me go back because I also don't believe in absolutes. So to say all or nothing in this infinite universe is so limiting. So I go back and I say it's possible that a human does not have a dragon, but I think it's more likely that they do have a dragon. But I think that there are possibly more dragons than humans because the answer that came through when a dragon doesn't have a human.
Okay.
What are they doing? What do you think that they're doing?
Waiting for, it's kind of like we have our soul children hanging around us and like they're already assigned their dragon and their dragon's already hanging out waiting for that baby to be born.
Oh, okay. Our spirit babies. Yeah. Okay. They're just hanging around us. So yes, that's part of it. But the information that actually came through was that they love to come to human beings during times of when we're like reading fantasy novels and we're imagining dragons in our mind's eye. And when we're imagining dragons in our mind's eye, what's actually happening is we're tapping into a different dimension where that dragon actually exists. And that is what they're doing. They're coming to you when you're reading fantasy novels is one of the things that they do.
What about watching fantasy?
Oh,
because I'm more of a fantasy watcher than a reader.
Okay, so I didn't ask that question specifically, but as I'm like tapping into it now, the answer that I'm getting is, okay, it's possible, but not really. No.
Because I don't read.
Right. Okay, well, sorry. This is not fun for you, but for any of the people who are listening who like to read fantasy novels, know that when you're imagining dragons, that could literally be your dragon that's assigned to you, but they're just like, hanging around you, waiting for their mission to start with you. And I don't actually know what dragons do for us. Like now that I have my dragon, I met my dragon, I don't really actually know what that means. What do you think it means?
I feel like they're protectors.
You know what? It would make sense because I'm starting on this new like channeling journey. So I wonder if it's just extra aid.
Yeah. I mean, like in Game of Thrones, her 3 dragons protected her. I just feel like when you have a dragon, it protects you. Or like in How to Train Your Dragon, like their dragons protected them. I think they're just protectors.
Yeah, I do too. And keepers of knowledge. I don't know. We could channel. There's so much information that we could be channeling. Okay. So are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
So we're going to channel.
Okay.
A couple things. Go ahead.
I do have questions I want to ask.
Okay. So for the audience, we are going to do a Q&A type channeling session. I want to talk through the process of channeling because I think that it's important that this information's out there. And a lot of people don't actually talk about how they became a channeler or how they are getting the information. So that's what I do want to share with you guys. And so I also want to just prepare Rosanna for what is about to happen. Because weird shit's about to happen when you channel aliens, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing, I already kind of told you this when we were eating dinner, is my body has to adjust to the frequency of the ETs that are coming in. So the ETs who are coming in are very high frequency. And this is why a lot of people are unable to channel ETs. Like they are able to channel ETs, but not yet. And it could be because their vibration's not high enough to be able to hold that frequency of the ET within. So with that being said, as my body's adjusting to that frequency, a couple things happen and have happened. My head will start moving back and forth. So I really have to be mindful of the microphone here. So I'm asking the ETs who come through to be mindful of the microphone and make sure that it's following my mouth. Okay. They said, got it. They literally said, got it. Okay. Okay. So that's one thing. My head, my eyes will be closed.
Okay.
I might be nodding a little bit. So if the audio is a little bit weird on the podcast, my apologies. Blame the ETs. They say they're okay with that. And when I say this, know that I'm receiving those messages clairaudiently. So when I just said, oh, they said got it, it's because I heard that in my head. Okay. So for people who are developing their psychic abilities, that's another thing that I wanted to share. My body will also sway and move. It'll either sway to and from, or it'll go into like circles.
Okay.
Okay. So don't be like freaked out. The Arcturians, when they come through, they have a really freaking strong energy. They are the ones who make me sway the most. The Lyrans will make my head move a lot. And the blue avians, they are so animated in the way that they speak vocally that is how the frequency comes through. That's how the energy comes through, is through excitement in my voice. Do you have questions about that?
No, I'm ready.
Will you still be my friend after this?
I am still your friend now, so I don't think there's going to be much that will change.
She remembers, she knows that I'm just the black sheep kind of. Well, we're both kind of, we've been in this together. We go to Renaissance festivals together. We go to psychic development circles together. Okay, fun. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting comfortable on the couch. I'm going to drink some water. I feel the urge to yawn, so I'm going to yawn, but I'm not going to like yawn on the podcast, so I'll fast forward this part. All right, Rosanna, do you know what you have to do?
Ask questions?
Yeah, that's it. Just ask questions. Okay. Okay. You know what? I really need to get a headset because this is kind of weird holding the microphone and doing this. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So what I'm doing and what I would actually ask for you to do also, Rosanna, I am closing my eyes right now. And so you don't have to close your eyes, Rosanna, but I'm going to ask you to also visualize this with me. So right now we are visualizing an energetic white bubble of protection all around us, all around this household, all around this entire environment. We are supremely protected by this energetic white light shield. That's the only thing you have to do. Okay, Rosanna?
Doing it.
That's the only thing you have to do. Okay.
Doing it.
So now what I'm doing as the channel is I am opening up my channel right now. I am Okay. So what I'm envisioning is, like a really big white light tube or white light line that's going up into the cosmos. You know what? Hold on a second. The TV's actually distracting me. Can I shut this off?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. It's distracting me. Okay. So let me go back. I am envisioning a white light going all the way through my body up into the cosmos and going all the way down into the earth, anchoring into the earth, into the middle of the earth. I'm opening up my channel. I am a channel of divine white light, of love, joy, authenticity, and only of the highest vibrations. My intention is to only speak with, I can already feel them coming to me. And so what I'm feeling is my mouth energetically is starting to like feel like it needs to open and that words need to come out. So what I'm just explaining the process of the channel as we're going through this. My intention is to only connect with beings of the highest love vibration, joy. Any lower level entities are not allowed in this space whatsoever. Right now, I'm calling on any being who wants to connect with Rosanna for the highest good of all involved. And Rosanna, when they take over, just they're probably going to do an introduction. So let them do their spiel, and then you can ask them questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hello. We are the Lyrans, and we are here to answer any questions that you have. Rosanna, we actually do not want to spend too much time talking about the channeling process because we are excited to listen to your questions. We think that they're going to be very valuable for this audience. And Christine has already done a thorough job of explaining the channeling process today and in past podcast episodes. Therefore, we wanted to give you the floor. Rosanna, what would you like to talk to us about?
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
Christine is telling you to talk louder.
Of course she is. I do have a few questions that I want to ask. My first question is, in this life, my life currently, do I have a blueprint, or is it in the blueprint that I will be married and have a family with children someday?
Rosanna, you already know the answer to this question. What does your heart tell you?
It tells me yes,
Mm-hmm.
but it hasn't happened yet. So I just
Yes.
wanted to ask that question.
Yes, you do not need ETs to tell you the answer to this. And please let it be known that we are not judging you in any way for asking us. Of course, this is a very human thing to want to know whether or not one is going to get married or to have children. But please know, for all listeners, that no matter the circumstances in your life, no matter if somebody's telling you, oh my goodness, you're never going to get married because you're this, that, and the other thing, please know that if you feel it in your heart, if you feel it within, that you are meant to have children, that you are meant to get married. This is the only thing that matters. And you feel this deep in your heart. We can see it within your heart chakra. You know this, Rosanna. You know this to be true, that you are to be married and you are to have children. We actually sense a lot of children, a lot of spirit babies around you. Girl, you have some choices. And so please know too, for the listeners, when we just said girl, that is Christine's vocabulary that we are using. We are not typically so valley girl-ish, but we have to use the channel's vocabulary in their brain. And so we actually think this is quite comical. So yes, Rosanna, we would actually encourage you to continue doing work with your spirit babies, because they do want to connect with you more. And we understand that you have a sign for them. Yes.
Well, I don't know if the sign, I feel like I change it and I need to stop that. But right now it's frogs.
Okay. Yes, you must stick with one sign. Stick with one sign. It is confusing for the babies. We don't want to use the word frustrating, because there's not that same level of frustration on the other side or in the other dimension that they reside in. But it is easier if you just stick with one sign and let that be it. So if your homework today, Rosanna, because we know that you want to enact this blueprint of having a family, your homework is to stick with one sign. Is your sign frogs?
Yes, I will stick with the sign frogs.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay, I have my next question is more on, I guess, in the category of career, where I do have a job, but am a crafty person, and I have been doing a lot more when it comes to my crochet. And I do have some shows and classes coming. I just want to make sure that I am on the right path with that. Is there more I need to do with it to be more successful?
No, you are on the right path. Let us give us one time. Give us a second here. We are trying to just find some words for you. Wow, your creative potential is incredible. So what we just did there was we were looking into your energy field, looking into creative potential, looking into your chakras. You have immense creative potential. You can do anything. Your only obstacle right now is belief in yourself.
Definitely, I know. I feel like I doubt myself. Christine yells at me about not valuing myself enough, especially when it comes to pricing my items, because I'm so new into it.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask my next question?
Okay, so Christine's coming back here for a second. I'm sorry that there's like awkward pauses. Okay, wait, I'm going back to the I just have to. Hi guys, it's me. I'm back. Okay, I'm going back. The Lyrans are coming back. Okay, I'm going back. Bye.
Bye.
It is quite comical to work with Christine as a channel, because she is just so excited to have tapped into this new gift. So yes, when we feel the need for her to come through, we of course let her come through, because she has the free will and she is the channel here, and we are grateful to be using her as the vessel and as the channel. But we just want to let you know that there are separate consciousnesses at play here. So we, the Lyrans, are speaking through her. Her consciousness is still here. She knows what's going on. However, she is in quite a deep trance right now. So we just are validating and confirming that for listeners who might have some questions. Okay, Rosanna, you may proceed.
Okay, my next question is, I did a sound bowl healing a week ago about. The next day I felt a lot of, I don't know, something in my throat chakra, and I still feel like it's bothering me. I just wanted to ask if it's blocked and if it is, what I can do to unblock it.
Okay, we are just checking here. 1 second, please. Your throat chakra is not, it is not blocked. 1 second here. You were simply activated.
Okay.
This was an activation of your throat chakra. It seems that it cleared away some residual, how might we, hold on, we are trying to find the words here in Christine's brain. The sound healing cleared away some of your self-limiting beliefs as it pertains to your voice, because you are finally starting to use your voice more in your career, in your life right now. Rosanna, you're finally stepping into really opening up your throat chakra. Let us remind you that it is not blocked. It is not fully open yet. It is, your throat chakra is at a good, okay, how might we explain this? 1 second. When it comes to the chakras, we don't want for people to really worry about whether or not their throat chakras or any other chakras are blocked or anything like that. We don't want you to worry about that, because the truth is, humans have the chakras. These are energy centers in the body. And when it comes to opening them up and closing them up, that does not actually matter, because there are certain blueprints and certain lifetime patterns in one's lifetime, people that one is supposed to meet. There's certain, hold on, we are trying to get the information here to Christine, and there is a struggle. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So when it comes to the chakras, we would simply say one must not worry about whether or not they are opened or closed. We do not want people to worry about this, because if they start worrying that their throat chakra is closed, then their throat chakra is going to be closed. We would simply say, notice when your throat chakra, or notice when some of the chakras feel a certain way. So for example, Christine feels a tug at her third eye chakra often. This is when she is telepathically receiving messages from somebody. She doesn't even realize this, but we just told her right now, so she will listen back to this and be surprised. But anyway, so when it comes to the chakras, it is important to note that it is important to just feel when you feel a difference, when you feel that there is something going on. And so the fact that you felt something, Rosanna, is a good thing. It is signifying that there is a change in the chakra. Once you start feeling things in the chakra, at this point in humanity's evolution, it is not common that you will regress and have a blockage. So what we're trying to say is for listeners to pay attention to the areas in your body where the chakras are. And you can simply Google this and find this online where all the chakras are aligned. And so when you do this, just simply notice when you feel an energy alignment, or you feel a tug on a chakra. And again, at this point in humanity's evolution, you are only going to be opening up your chakras more and more and more. So sorry, this is long-winded. Christine is yelling at us telepathically, and she's saying, let's move on from this. But what we're trying to say here to you, Rosanna, is that simply it was an activation for your throat chakra. It was a minor activation, but you felt it because you are growing stronger in your intuition and in your psychic abilities. And so, yes, we think that this is a really good thing.
Awesome. Okay, I do have one more question. I know Christine talks about her alien visitations and how she asks you guys or whoever to come visit. My question is, has anybody ever visited me? If not, do they want to? And what is the best way? Because not going to lie, I'm a little scared.
Rosanna, yes, one moment here. We have visited you. Do you feel our energy right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Does it seem familiar?
Kind of, like a little bit. And I'm not saying I'm scared because I'm scared of bad things, because I'm not. I don't think anything bad will happen. But it's just, in the unknown, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like starting a new job. You don't know what you're getting into, so you're scared, but it's easy. So I feel like once I know what I'm doing and do it more often, I'll be more comfortable.
Yes. Well, it's like what Christine talks about often. It is the fear of the unknown that typically paralyzes people to not want to have alien contact. And so that simply is what is your case. But there's something else here. Hold on. Let us, 1 second. Okay, so we are explaining the channeling for people who are interested in what's happening through Christine's channel right now. She is consciously trying very hard to separate her consciousness from our consciousness, because what happens is if she's not far out enough if her consciousness is not far out enough from her body, then she can slip back in at the same time that we're in here. And so what happens then is that she can start having doubts about the messages that are coming through. And so when there are doubts, this actually blocks the channel. Now, Christine has a really clear channel and has been practicing often. And so we're not afraid that there's going to be a block here tonight. In fact, that is not going to happen. But we just wanted to say that when there are pauses, that this is because Christine is intentionally trying to pull away from the vessel. So we are going to give her a minute to just trust and pull away from the vessel. Now, when it comes to alien contact for you specifically, Rosanna, you are way more connected than you could ever realize. Does this resonate?
Oh, yes, for sure.
So if you have this innate connection, why are you afraid?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm scared. I think what I'm scared of is seeing it, because I do feel like a couple weeks ago I was visited because I felt like I was falling back into my bed, like I was abducted.
Yes, you were taken, yes.
I just feel like once the time happens where I see something is what I'm more scared of.
Yes, you shouldn't worry about seeing us or seeing an alien when you are not ready to see one in physical form. And there are many different reasons for this. One of the reasons being a lot of aliens cannot actually be in physical form right now because the Earth is of the third density. Many aliens, it takes a lot of energy for them to be within that third density form. So do not worry about that. In your case specifically, you actually do see aliens. But you're seeing us, and we say us, it's not just the Lyrans who come to visit you. You've got many ET races who come to visit you, but you're seeing us in your peripheral vision.
I feel that because sometimes I turn my head like I saw something, but then there's nothing there. And sometimes I think it's my cats, but then my cats are, not there.
Surprise. It is your ET family.
Hi, family.
That is all. And so for listeners, when you think that you see something out of the norm, yes, it's true. It could be a spirit. It could be a deceased relative. But a lot of times alien contact is ramping up right now. It is your ET family popping in. And the only thing that they are really doing is they're checking in on you, and they are saying hi, and they're sending you so much love and so much unconditional love. And with that, there is nothing to be afraid.
Pretty cool. So you said they come to me in my peripheral. Is there other ways that they have come to me other than when I'm sleeping?
Yes, they do come to you in many. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They are saying that they want to present themselves to you in the form of a UFO, but they're just waiting for you to command that.
I can command that for all the highest good of all involved.
Christine's coming through and I'm laughing. I'm laughing inside. I'm telepathically laughing, everybody. Oh my God, I can't wait. Let's go get UFOs, Rosanna. Oh my God. Okay. Wait, let me come. Okay. I'm going back. I feel like the Lyrans are pushing me back. Okay, I'm going back. Hold on. Let me bring him back through. 1 sec.
Okay.
Yes, there are not many humans who have this ability to call down UFOs. And so we would really urge you to try this, Rosanna. And, it is not something that's going to happen immediately, but you do have this ability. They are following you, not in a weird Men in Black type of way, but they are following you. And they love to, they love your creative potential. You have actually designed spacecrafts in the past. They are showing you They are showing, full body chills for Christine. Okay, this is beautiful because it is validation that this is absolutely the message that you are meant to hear. Thank you, Christine's higher self. They are showing you the spacecraft that you have designed for them in your galactic past lives.
Wow.
They want to show you what you have done for them. You have kin. You have family. They are ready to connect with you, Rosanna.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're pretty cool. That was Christine. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back. What else can we answer for you this evening? Christine is actually asking for a fun question.
Oh, because those are the 4 questions that I had. I don't know what she means by fun.
Well, you have creative potential.
Yes.
We trust.
Oh gosh. Creative potential.
No. 1 second, please. Okay, what was happening there was actually Christine was coming through the channel. She is trying to tell you, Rosanna, that you have a lot of creative potential. Wow, she is quite bossy to you as her friend.
She needs to be.
Okay, so this is a lesson in channeling for people right now that it is actually quite often that this can happen where, again, the 2 consciousnesses are sharing a vessel. One is a little bit further outside of the body. The other one is in the body. And so what is happening here is Christine, her emotion level is so high. She's so excited to be doing this and to be offering this gift to the world that what is happening is she is actually coming in and kicking us out and talking to you. But we believe that you, Rosanna, and the listeners can tell when it's Christine and when it's the Lyrans, as we can note that we speak very differently. There's a different energy, etc. And so that is what was happening. And Christine was simply telling you that you have creative potential. We have trust that you can come up with a question that could be fun. It could be anything about mainstream. It could be anything about conspiracy. It could be anything at all.
Okay. I don't want this next question, this creative question, to be about me. Okay, maybe it is going to be about me. Maybe
Of
not.
course, because you are a Leo.
Well, I don't know, because I was just thinking I'm really excited about Comic-Con. Am I going to find some cool stuff?
Christine says don't ask that question. She says ask something else. This is actually Christine coming back. No, Rosanna, come on.
I can't think of any other questions.
I've got a really good channel going. They're laughing right now.
Yeah.
Ask a question.
I asked my questions that I thought of before.
Ask a random question. Come on, I know you can do this.
I'm looking around the room trying to figure out if I can see something, but it's dark in here.
Is it? I can't tell. My eyes are still closed.
Yeah, you turned the TV off and it got all scary dark in here.
You're sitting in here talking to an alien. Holy shit. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, well, how about this? I will let the Lyrans come back and I will see if they have an ending message.
Yeah, that's good. That'll be great.
Okay, hold on. I gotta crown my I can't even, I can't. This is so funny. Okay, hold on. Because I can't. Rosanna, I'm going to cut this part out, but I'm laughing because I feel the connection. But I can envision how freaky it looks right now to see me doing all this with my head. Hold on. Because right now my head's bopping back and forth. You're sitting in a dark, scary, creepy room. Hold on. Okay, let me go back.
I mean, there's a little light.
Okay, wait. Let me go back. Yes, we are the Lyrans. We are back, and we do have an ending message here for Christine's listeners and for humanity in general. And what we would like to say to you guys at this time is that we are watching you. This is not to be creepy or anything like that, but please know that we do watch you guys from afar, and we are so proud of humanity and its evolution and how far you guys have come in raising your vibration and actually being, now some people may not resonate with this, but from our higher perspective, we do see that people are being nicer to each other. We do see this from our perspective, and we understand that there's a lot of chaos going on. in the world right now. And we would really just encourage you all to stay out of the chaos energy as much as you can, because that is only going to continue for the next couple of months, we would say, although we don't like to give time frames because timelines and all that kind of stuff. It is hard to predict the future, but we would just say, as an uplifting message to humanity that we watch, we love you all. Chances are, if you are listening to this podcast and if you call on us, we will pay you a visit. Please be open to the interpretations of how we visit. However, sometimes we come in the dream state. We might send you a UFO. Maybe, perhaps you can ask Rosanna to send a UFO to you all, because we are going to be working with her on that. And with that, we are just so blessed and happy and proud to be here. You all are our children, and we love you all so very much, sending so much love and joy to our children on earth. And we will bring back the channel. Wait, no, we are not bringing her back, because there's another ET race here that has a message for Rosanna. 1 second, please. Rosanna, these are the Arcturians. We pop in here because we wanted to give the audience a taste of a different flavor of channeling when it comes to ETs, and how each ET race has a different type of way that they channel through someone who is willing to channel, such as Christine. So please notice the change in our energy, the change in her pace. We are more analytical, logical. We work with technology. Lyrans are more, they can be, well, one moment. We will not actually comment on them because we don't want preconceived notions and judgments of that race. We can only speak on our behalf, and we come in again to give you all a sample of our energy. Christine is now telepathically asking us if we have a message for Rosanna. And one moment, as we are going to assess your energy field. Christine is asking us to tell her something cool. I can't do this sometimes. Okay, hold on. Many people do not realize that ETs can have a sense of humor, although Christine is laughing at us in the background. It is so hard not to bring on her laughter. She has done this many times during this podcast episode, and it is funny for us as well. We just have a different way of communicating our humor. That is what we would like to share actually first, is that please know that when you humans are in joy and you are laughing and you are in a high vibration, we are with you laughing in a high vibration. We love to hear your laughter. We love to see your children smile. We love to see our children smile. Now, as it pertains to something cool for Rosanna, that can be difficult for us to acknowledge because we are not sure what is cool for Rosanna. Christine is now, yes, she is unhappy. She is unhappy with that answer. Okay, so this is where it gets crazy because it's Christine coming back, and I can't, it is so hard for me to separate the two consciousness. Oh my God, because this is like, okay, hold on. Let me go back. Rosanna, we want for you to know that you have been on this earth for thousands of years. You are an old soul. You do have a strong connection to Mother Gaia, and you fuel Mother Gaia's ascension with your creativity. This is a gift, and we would really encourage you to continue stepping into that gift. Do not sell yourself short. You have immense creative potential, as the Lyrans have said, and that is what is cool about you from an ET perspective. And now with that, we are going to bring back the channel.
Hey. I didn't get to say goodbye. Or thank
What
you.
the fuck?
I don't know.
Dude, that was pretty good.
That was cool.
Did you feel it?
Yeah, and I felt when they changed.
Oh my God, I did too. But you know what? Do you hear my excitement right now? This is how freaking excited.
Well,
This
that's
is why I was
probably-
laughing and they kept kicking me out of my body.
Well, I was going to say that's why you want me to ask another question, because you're so excited that you're channeling. I'm like, I don't have any other questions.
So I literally, so as you could, and this is where, oh my God,
I will have questions again one day, but today was not that day. I
Today-
had 4 questions.
that was really cool.
That was really cool. It was.
From like, okay, so let me explain. So right now, I definitely feel very airy. I feel like I don't know how long that was. And so
I don't
I'm
either.
looking at the recording and it's like 48 minutes we've been
wow.
recording here. It did not feel like 48 minutes for me.
It probably, I mean, it wasn't the whole 48 minutes, but
Right.
like that's still, yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think because it is like when you come out of trance like that, it is a little bit like a blur. Okay, so tell me, I obviously could like feel what my body was doing, but like from your perspective, what the heck was I doing?
You're, like how you said that you were swaying in circular motion, like not a lot. It's not like you a lot, but then, and then you did the whole head shaking thing, but it was more like,
Was the microphone with my
yeah,
mouth?
it was with your mouth. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ETs, for listening to my request. So my head was moving the entire time?
Like a majority, the only time that it wasn't moving was when they were trying to push you down. They're like, hold on. And then you want to know what I like? You don't watch this, but there's like in One Piece, there's this episode where he sees zombies and the zombie comes out of the ground and he walks up to it nonchalantly and just pushes it back into the ground. And that's kind of like what I was thinking they were doing to you. They're like,
There was
just pushing
No,
you
we
into
were
the ground.
like- so so I want people to know too, when they start developing this gift of channeling, is like you are in full control. Like I was in full control of that entire situation, but like I was also conscious enough to be like listening in on the conversation and simultaneously telepathically telling them when I wanted them to do something. And so like
Yeah.
when they were speaking, I didn't know what they were going to say, but I was listening, and that's when I would tell them like say something cool, and then I would listen to their freaking typical alien response. We don't know what is cool. and so I would start literally physically laughing, and then it would break me out of the channel. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, yes, I saw it happening.
We don't. What kind of answer was that, Arcturians?
We don't
We
know
don't know
what
what is
Rosanna
cool.
thinks is cool. Hey, I'm on a podcast with you guys. I don't know what.
What's more cool?
What? Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so freaking funny, guys. I couldn't contain. And so for like, okay, on the outside.
I mean,
go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna lie. The Lyrans were cooler.
Because you have that connection to cats. You love
The-
cats.
Arcturians
Yeah.
were a little scary at first.
What'd they say? We are analytical.
I don't know, but like they seem more serious, and I was like, oh shit. When I felt them come through, I was like, behave yourself.
I know, but they're watching. Wait, was it the Lyrans or the Arcturians who told you could call down the UFOs?
The Lyrans.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm getting the chills again. They're really wanting you to do that. That's really cool.
You know what? Like I feel like that's going to be, cause you're going to have to help me practice and stuff. And we should just have like in the summertime, like where we'll get like the Himalayan chairs or whatever, you know, the ones that lay back.
Yeah.
And we'll just look at the sky.
Oh my God. We
And then
can do that.
in the summertime. And then I'll call them and they'll be like, hey.
They'll be like, we came to you through Christine. Don't you remember us?
I won't
Do you
forget.
want to know something cool though? So I have been building my clairvoyance. And so my claircognizance, which is the psychic ability of knowing, is my strongest clair. And I'd say my clairaudience, which is the psychic ability of hearing, is very strong as well. My clairvoyance is there, but it still needs to be developed. Like I can see things in my mind's eye, but it's, you know, it's kind of like shadowy, dark. It's kind of blurry, whatever. So me and my mentor have been talking about like how the clairvoyance is eventually going to open up more and more for me. And I feel it starting to open up more and more for me because I actually saw the Lyrans as they were speaking through me, and they literally look like lion people.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a lion head on a
Okay.
human body.
Okay. I feel like that's like an Egyptian, I don't know, like, you know how the Egyptians have cat heads or whatever,
Yeah.
but something like that.
Well, why do you think that is in ancient history? Like the hieroglyphics of like animal heads on human bodies, even serpents, reptilians, this is all, they're here. They've never left. You know what I mean? So when people are like, oh, alien contact isn't real, it's like, okay, well, have you never looked at history? Like, what kind of history can we trust? Because, you know, it's hard to trust in light of everything that's coming out of the darkness into truth.
So, because like obviously the first question was the blueprint question, and they're like, you know, I'm like, yeah, I know. And then
when you know and you trust and you believe it, you attract it quicker. That's manifestation. So I think that's why it's funny, because a lot of the answers that these ETs will give will be they'll be very elusive, because they really want for you to be empowered to use your free will and to just know how powerful you are to make this reality what you want.
And the other thing is too, is that I've been told more than once how powerful I am, but I guess I don't want to use the word feel it, because I definitely feel like I can feel it, but like, and it's not just them, it's like almost every single like channel or psychic, they're all telling me how powerful I am. And I'm just like, have a hard time believing it, because I'm like, how?
We've been chronically disempowered as a society. Yes, this is a programming thing. And I think that the more and more we go into our awakening, the more and more you will be able to step into your power. And I think for you, Rosanna, it is finding your power through your creativity. You find your power through doing what you love.
Yeah. So I do. Yeah. I mean, a bunch of my past lives all had, apparently I built spaceships. Like,
oh yeah.
That's why they want the UFO to come, so I could see what I made.
Oh my God. Okay. So this is the thing about channeling. Yes, I'm consciously there and I'm listening in on the conversation, but I feel like sometimes I'm more conscious, other times I'm not as conscious. It really depends on the flow that I'm in and whether or not I am telepathically trying to communicate to the ETs. And so because the information does come through so quickly for me, and I don't know what is about to be said, it just comes out. Like I'm not thinking consciously of what is about to be said. Again, it just comes out. So I don't remember everything that just happened right now.
Yeah, well, because you said, so that was the last thing I was told. And then you're like, ask it something else. Say something cool. I'm like, what's cooler than saying I can bring here a spaceship that I made? What's cooler than that right now?
Well, I know, and that's why the ETs were fighting. They were like, what does Rosanna think is cool? We don't know.
Because your eyes were closed. Like when they were telling me that I built spaceships and I can summon one and not many people can do that, my mouth was like dropped. I'm like,
I wish
No
that,
way.
I wish that I could see, but here I am just like swaying in the darkness. It is kind of dark in here.
Yeah. And then
How
you're like, ask
creepy.
another question. I'm trying to look around the room just to get an idea. I'm like, it's dark though. You turned off the dragons on the TV.
Oh yeah, because they were distracting me. Oh my god, that was really funny. That was really cool. I've never actually experienced that where I was coming into the channel as much as I was because I was getting super excited.
Is this the first channeling though that you did like face to face? Because I know you've done some with Kelsey, but I feel like that was
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. This is the first face-to-face one. So I wonder if that makes a difference. I also think I'm just becoming more comfortable because I did two tarot readings yesterday, and I asked the clients if they wanted me to channel ETs because I understand some people like get freaked out. And so they were like, yeah, bring it on. And so I did channel ETs for them through that channel or through the tarot reading. But I had a meeting with my mentor today, who is a gifted channeler herself, and she's kind of walking me through this whole process. And she gave me a lot of insight today. And so I better understand how to do it and what I'm doing. And I think that's why the channel was like so much more in flow today.
Yeah, no, it was cool because you did, or they did, I don't know who did, mentioned at one point that you can tell the difference between when you came through and if it was them. Like you can definitely hear it in all three of you.
That's freaking wild. I can't believe. Mom, are you listening to this podcast? No, she's not because she's afraid of aliens.
Yeah, she is. She ruined the cake.
Oh my God. Wait.
I don't know if we should talk about it.
Long story short, Rosanna got me a cake for my birthday with an alien on it, and my mom made her return it. Essentially.
Well, she made me scrape off
The alien. Yes. Because, okay, so I think that a lot of people can resonate with this on the podcast. Even though like you might believe in aliens, like not you, Rosanna, but like anybody listening, like you might believe in aliens, we still have people around us who are not yet that open or awake. And we have to just let it go, let them walk their awakening path. And so I think that although I know a lot of people in my family are very hesitant about aliens, I think that I will naturally just continue to wake them up. Just by being my authentic self and like by channeling aliens now. Like they haven't put me in a psych ward yet, so I think
well,
I think that they'll be okay.
There's a kid that I work with that I talk all this stuff to and like spiritual stuff, and he's just like, he thinks it's hilarious, and I'm like, just give it a few years, you'll understand, and you'll look back and be like, I get it, Rosanna.
I know, I get it, Rosanna, but even hearing him say that to you in a few years is something of the ego, which we're not going to be serving the ego. We're going to be serving the soul. This is actually something that I channeled on my last podcast episode through the Lyrans. They were talking about this concept of how we are moving out of that, I guess, vibration or old paradigm of serving the ego. We're serving the soul, and serving the soul is going to be through forgiveness and compassion and love. And so even for those people who are listening and they're like, I can't wait to just tell my parents, see, I told you so. I told you alien channeling is real. I told you aliens are real. That is your ego coming through. Your ego cares about that. Your soul does not. So we're moving past that. But it's difficult. It's very difficult to navigate an awakening.
Sometimes though, I do think I am aware when it is my ego, when in the past I did not.
That is the first step, is awareness. A lot of people don't even know what or who the ego is, and that's okay. Eventually they'll figure it out in their awakening path. It's not up to us to, try to convince them. All right. So any final words here?
You want to know what? I feel like, because you know how I started this with my throat chakra feeling funny?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel funny anymore.
I wonder if they did some sort of energetic healing for you. Hold on, let's see. We simply tweaked. Yes. Okay. That was them. They came
Thanks,
through.
because it was bothering me.
They simply... okay, so what I just did right there, those were the Lyrans. I know because...
I like them.
Hold on. They've got something else to say.
Oh my God.
Yes, you are fine. Do not dwell on this throat chakra. In fact, the more you think about it, the more you worry about it, the more you talk about it, the more you are going to make it so that it does not open up as quickly. Remember, chakras are not typically regressing at this point in humanity's evolution. They are simply opening up more. So, okay. Christine is telling us to, okay.
Thanks.
Okay, I came back now. Thank you, Lyrans.
Thank
We
you.
got the point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be dismissive, but
Yes,
so yeah,
sometimes they drag. Like
they do.
And it's not just like,
Laura does that.
yeah. And she knows it too sometimes.
Yes.
But they like to drag it out.
Yes, Laura is my, oh my God, one of my best friends, spiritual mentor. Also, I've learned so much from her in her channeling. She channels the Council of 12. And so she will say that the council that she channels, why am I getting this energetic tug again? Okay, hold on. Let me finish my thought. The council that she channels will speak on and on and on. Now, what had just happened there, so I can explain a little bit more about the channeling process. I literally feel, guys, something tugging on my mouth. And that is when I know that I need to channel, or that someone is trying to channel through me. And that is what just happened. But remember, I cut off the Lyrans and I came back. Mm-hmm. That is because the channel is conscious. I'm conscious throughout all of this. I'm in control. And so I don't want anybody to be afraid of channeling. Of course, there's energetic protection. If you're going to do it, really seek a trusted mentor, somebody who's been doing this for a while, because it's, you just don't want to let anything like bad in, etc.
Yeah.
Again, not trying to promote fear or anything. I think that if you feel called to try channeling, you should try channeling. I was going to say something else there.
Is your mouth still tugging?
It is still tugging. Hold on. Let me see who wants to come through. These are the Arcturians. We are simply coming through for a simple message for Rosanna, and we would actually like for her to try this UFO thing tonight. If you feel called, there is a spaceship that is ready and excited to have made contact directly with you, Rosanna. And so if you feel called, again, this is not something that you have to do. You're not forced to do. But if you would, we wanted you to know that there is a spaceship ready by your design that would like to showcase itself to you tonight. We are very excited. Yes.
How do I do that?
Oh, okay. Wait, let me go back. I like dismiss. Okay, hold on. To call down a spacecraft, you simply must make the intention. You say, I intend to call down a spacecraft for the highest good of all involved. We are showing Christine a mental image of a satellite. It is most likely going to look like a satellite. Do not fear, it is not going to be one of those raging UFOs that come to you with lights, and it's scary as you humans are programmed to believe. It is going to be a simple thing. It might happen so quickly that you question it, but please know that this is just because of your stage in awakening, Rosanna, that we do not wish to scare you. We just want for you to feel the energy from this spacecraft. If you feel called to try this out, of course you do not have to, but if you feel called, they are waiting. They have been waiting, and they are so excited to have this direct connection with you. Before we bring back Christine, is there any other question?
No, but I want to say thank you.
You are so welcome. It comes out of nowhere, dude.
Do you know what they just said?
That it's gonna. Well, I just got the mental image, so I know that they said it's gonna look like a satellite, but that's the only thing I.
They said that it's waiting for me tonight.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah. Are you gonna do it? You don't have to.
Can I do it here? Can we after this?
Yeah. After this, we can go outside
and sit out on the porch.
Oh my
and
God.
be like, come to me for the highest good of all involved. Spaceship. Thank you.
Okay. So. Oh my God, I'm getting that energetic tug again, but I feel like they're just taking over. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. They want to say something back to you. Hold on. Yes, of course, you can do this in whatever manner that you want. We were at first giving Christine the telepathic message that it would be best that you are, we don't want to say, oh, no, it is up to you. We do not want to, we do not want to impede on your free will. So just do as it resonates. Okay, so that's what they wanted to say. Okay, because what they were saying before, the message that I felt was it's better if you do it alone because you're more comfortable in that way. That is the kind of message that I think is the message from my higher self that's coming through. I don't think it's the Arcturians. Was that the Arcturians that came through? Is that what?
I'm assuming they didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Because
they
sounded like
them. They actually it was. They gave me a mental image of like a blue alien. Okay. So yeah.
I mean, I don't want to do it by myself. Okay,
let's go do it.
At first, anyways.
This is a long podcast. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. And there you have it, guys. Today, you got to listen to an interview with an ET, with a couple of them, Lyrans, Arcturians. That was actually really freaking cool. I'm so excited to be developing this new gift. Thank you so much, Rosanna, for being my guinea pig here.
Thanks for letting me. That was fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We'll have to do this more. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get into conspiracies and reptilians. And anyway, if anybody is interested in having a one-on-one session with me, speaking directly to extraterrestrials, that is a service that's in my Pensite link in bio for an hour long. I do have that. And also, if anybody would be interested in just having a simple video message, that is also something that I can provide, a video message from the ETs that'll be sent to you within 3 different business days. So I wanted to say to my listeners, thank you so much for being on this wild journey ride. Guys, I did not expect to be channeling. Honestly, this is the last thing that I ever thought would happen. Honest to God.
I don't think so. I think you would have been able to do it.
I didn't even know. I know that like humans can do this, but I never actually thought I would start doing it. And my husband's actually pretty cool about it. Thank God.
Right? That's my problem is I got to find someone that's into this stuff.
I know you got to find
before I trick them because, yeah.
I can't wait to listen back to this episode and see everything that you guys talked about because I already forgot it all. Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Please, if you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to rate it 5 stars. Don't forget to share with your friends, family, and follow me at Coming Out Cosmic on all major social media platforms. It has been so fun. And we will do this again sometime soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.